All right, here we go. All right, so tonight, if you want, you can look up my YouTube channel, Mr. Strauch. Just type in Strauch, it'll pop up. You can see the videos from today. All right, if you got confused about something and you want to double check, you can do that. All right, so first thing is first. All right, I need to give you all the different types of properties. All right, so property number one we're going to talk about is the commutative property. All right, the commutative property. All right, and the commutative property says basically it doesn't matter how the order in which you add, the answer will be the same. What does that mean? 3 plus 4 is equal to what? 4 plus 3. That is the commutative property. It works with addition. It also works with multiplication. So I could say 3 times 4 equals what? 4 times 3. Is division commutative? Definitely not, because 4 divided by 2 is not the same as 2 divided by 4. That was a very good question. Now, because we are advanced, we're not using numbers, we use letters. So underneath that, you're just going to say A plus B is equal to what? B plus A, or you could say AB equals what? BA. And if you want, I don't mind commutative property, and you're going to say like addition, or if you're doing multiplication, that's with the symbols. All right, if you're going to abbreviate. All right, notice how you spell commutative. It's not commune. All right, it's commute. Commutative. All right, commutative property. All right. Now, next property is the associative property. And I teach kids associate, all right, is how you are grouped. Associative is how you are grouped. So what does that mean? That means that if you take A plus B and add it together, and then you add C, that's the same as if you add A to B plus C. So associative has to deal with grouping. Associative property has to do with grouping. Hey, I appreciate that very much, Palmer. I appreciate you hurrying. All right. So you just missed a little bit. So if you want to look up there and you read something, if you're not sure, you can let me know. You can take the notes right on the top of your page if you want. All right. Now, associative property also works with multiplication. So AB times C equals A times BC. Now, the only thing you have to do is when you abbreviate, be careful how you abbreviate. All right. I don't want anything on your paper that you should be not writing. All right. And that would be also addition or multiplication. All right. So the associative property of addition and multiplication. That's what you have. All right. Anybody have any questions with that? All right. So those are basically the two properties. We have 3 more to go. Very simple. Very simple. All right. The next ones are the identities. All right. Now we have an additive identity. Now, who can tell me what additive identity probably means? What is it?
Addition?
Addition what? What are we adding? Identity means you're staying the same. You're staying the same. So what are you adding to stay the same?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So the identity, the additive identity is when you say A plus 0. A plus 0 is always equal to what? A. Exactly. All right. Now, the other identity, all right, which is big words here, instead of saying the multiplication property or multiplication identity or multiply identity, they did a fancy word, but you don't have to write it. It's called the multiplicative. The multiplicative identity. And someone who's been paying attention, tell me what the multiplicative identity is. Samantha. Yay, that's exactly right. So you could say A times 1 equals A. Very nice. That's it. That's all there is to it. All right. So you have commutative is order. Associative is grouping. Identity is staying the same. And the last one that you have to know is called the zero property. Somebody explain to me the zero property. Yes, sir, Palmer.
The zero property. Zero plus, or it could be 0 divided by.
Nope. Almost. It does have something to do with zero. That's an identity.
Zero times another number like
Yes.
A equals 0.
That's exactly correct. Good for you. Thank you so much, sir. You are 100% correct. Zero property just means anything times 0 is what? That's all there is to it. So we say A times 0 equals 0. That is in fact the zero property. That's the zero property. That's all there is to today's lesson. All right. That's all there is to today's lesson. All right. So now who did I say was starting? Colton. All right. So you're reading number 1. Go ahead.
Is subtraction of whole numbers commutative?
What do you think?
No.
No, you are correct.
It's plus and time.
Yes, but give me a counterexample. It's just proving to me it's wrong by giving me an example. How could you give me an example?
Commutative properties are 3 plus 4 equals 4 plus 3.
Yes, you're right.
The other thing it will be 2. The other thing they're talking about is 2 minus 3 equals 3 minus 2. That's something.
That is correct. That's right. That's a counterexample. Colton, that's brilliant. Perfect. I didn't have to tell you that. So, is subtraction of whole numbers commutative? No. Molly said something earlier about division. Is division commutative? No. 2 divided by 4 is not the same as 4 divided by 2. All right. Those are called counterexamples. Showing someone that statement is false is called the counterexample. All right. Next. Read. What property? Yes. So we're just going to put COMM, and then I need everybody to put a multiplication sign. Mr. Greet, number 3.
Wait, what? Identity?
Number 3.
Identity.
That's correct. So you put identity, and then you put the multiplication symbol next to it.
What's the difference between identity and community?
Order, right? Look, commutative property has to do with switching the order of 2 numbers. You know it's an identity if it stays the same, right? Like, look, 6 times 1 is 6. This stayed the same, so it's an identity.
Oh, I was looking at number 4.
All right, here we go. Is it Mr. Whitemore? Yes. Whittemore, thank you. Keep correcting me, I'm trying to learn. What is this one? Commutative, you're awesome, buddy. Commutative property of what operation, though? Multiplication or addition? Yes.
That's one I thought was like.
All right, next.
That would be identity.
That is, in fact, the identity.
then it's adding.
Adding, correct. All right, next.
It's two.
Yes, sir. And what operation? Yes. Okay. Number 7. You're awesome, girl. And then we say multiplication. Okay. Now this is what we try to say is just kind of intuitive. All right. So let's see. I'm going to explain this to everybody. Everybody look at number 8. All right. In math with addition, we're just simplifying these two things. All right. Can I put y and 5 together? No, one's a variable, one's a number. So in math, we generally put the variable first. So we say y, and then we just add 9 plus 5, which is what?
14.
So that's the answer. That's how easy. All right. All right. Miss Hanlon, tell me about number 9.
So, 6,
No, wait, I think you're going,
10.
yes,
Plus 11.
you're awesome, girl. That's exactly right. K plus 11. All right, Miss Lupin, tell me about number 10.
S plus 17.
You're amazing. Surrey,
Plus 6.
amazing, of course. 12. Now this one, just go ahead and do this, multiply that.
I just said 32.
Which one are you doing 13? Now, in math, it sounds weird. I just said with addition, variable comes first, but guess what? Multiplication, we write 33z, all right? The variable comes after the number, so you would say 33z. All right, so Mr. Austin, you tell me what number 12 is.
14 times 3.
Yes, but do we have to say times? No, we can just say 14d. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, your job right now is to ask me a question if you don't know something. Anybody have any issues? Palmer, what? The notes? So look up there quickly, write that down while I'm answering another question.
Maybe we have to say 14, or can we also just say another 2?
Mathematicians are lazy. So we write things as quick as we can. All right, so we just write 14. If you write 14.d, do I care? No, I don't care. All right. So now, you got that, Palmer? All right, so here we go. I need you to read number 14.
So if you add numbers,
Is that true or false? Why?
If we added up, for instance, 7 and 7.
7 plus 7.
14.
That's right. 7 plus 7 is not even. All right. Is everybody with me? That's what a counterexample is. You're proving the statement is wrong. All right, next, please. William, read me 15.
The product of odd numbers is always even.
True or false?
False.
Why?
Because odd numbers,
What odd numbers are we multiplying? Give me an example.
3 and 9.
3 times 9 is odd. That's your counterexample. Perfect. Next, true or false? Sunshine.
Oh, false.
False. Give me an example.
What if I put 3?
You are exactly correct. 4 divided by 3 is not the same as 3 divided by 4.
All multiples of 3 are odd, false, because 3 times 6 is 18.
3 times 6 equals 18. Very nice. So they were all false. They were all false. All right. Hopefully you understand what a counterexample is. All right. So I got 2 more. Tell me about 18. What property is that? That's correct. Everybody just write identity. And then you just put a plus sign. All right. And number 19.
Identity.
Yes, ma'am. And what do we got for that?
Multiplication.
Identity, yes. Now, hear me out, guys. What somebody tell me what time the bell rings? I forget. I'm never gonna remember either. So what time's the bell ring? Somebody tell me. I could look it up too. I have it right here, I think.
125.
1:25. Thank you very much. So 1:25. So that gives me what? 9 minutes, right? So here's again, guys, I super appreciate today's lesson. Now, your job right now, you got to pay attention, is this whole page. This is our new lesson. All right. So I need everybody to do 20 through 37 and then turn the page over. And then I'm giving you a little break because you guys were great today. Odds, that's your homework. All right. But guess what? About 80% of the class got it done before the bell rang. All right. So you guys might be able to do that. All right. So be efficient. So the turn the page over. 55 through 72 are odds. 55 through 71 odds. All right. Does anybody have any questions? I'll say it one more time. Finish the first page. Every problem on the first page has to be done. And on the back page, just the odds. And this is perfect right here, guys. Work hard. Less work. All right. Stay efficient. All right. Now I'm going to end the meeting. All right. And I'm going to post it. Great job.